channels and platforms. It includes social media because you can optimize for hashtags, for keywords that people are searching on YouTube, etc. Right? So the breadth of SEO and what it includes at this point is actually much broader than what it was initially meant for. It was initially meant for just content on websites and to optimize those so that you could get traffic coming to your site. The algorithm has changed over time, which is why we now see that you have to do a number of things to rank for SEO, and you can't just stuff keywords and write a really long blog to get where you want to be. So yep.
Did Kimberly send out the outline to the three of you?
I don't get smaller.
Okay, so that was all right. Let me do me a favor. Put your emails on the chat.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so you can all see this now, hopefully. And this is the outline that I had sent out. So the what is SEO is explained in how searching.
Hang on a second. Did you start recording, Jeff?
I did. I have a
Okay.
recording going right now on my screen, so it'll show all of this.
Okay.
So the what of SEO applying to search engines, which have now crossed into channels, including social media, Amazon, and other sources. I think that's clearly connected to how you have to adapt your SEO strategy, because it's platform specific now across all channels, and why it matters is sales, right? At the end of the day, everyone is looking for leads, sales, people to talk to, people to sell to, and in that, your strategy has had to change because the internet has opened up a whole breadth of free information, right? So prior to this, businesses were easily able to withhold information, essentially, have a secret sauce, and utilize that to draw customers in because they were the only ones who could do that. Now, it is the opposite. Everyone has everyone's secret sauce. You can look up patent numbers. You can look up, everything is at your fingertips for how to create that. So you need to provide the most value to customers on the specific platforms you're engaging them with, and listen to their feedback to consistently improve your product so you are the best on the market. And that'll change over time, right? That is the why it matters. Your sales, your customer feedback, your touch points, your engagement with what you're building as a brand has become a huge shift because people can no longer look at themselves in kind of a silo and just be the best in their area. They need to be the best from a regional or global perspective. As parts of this, there's a multi-hundred touch point list of what SEO strategy components are used to rank, and Google publishes that. So you are easily able to find all of the components of SEO and what's in their search algorithm. But what you need to know is that there are several things that basically move the ranking needle the fastest, and some of them require money and some of them don't. The ones we're going to focus on today are not going to require money, but you're also going to be able to provide them with resources on which ones do cost money and where they need to go to get cost estimates. So one of the tools that I use is called SEMRush, and it is an SEO specific tool. You can set up a free account on SEMRush. We're going to go through my paid account for all of the different pieces and components, but this gives you a very good kind of skill set. They have free training courses for everyone where you can get all kinds of certificates by the top ranking experts in the field. And then what I've also found is that some of the top ranking experts you won't ever hear about. They're not giving speeches and they're very hard to find. So those are also fun ones to figure out and meet because their insights are actually shift these tools. They actually provide value to the CEOs of these companies to make product changes. So SEMRush has an academy, and that's where you can learn digital marketing for free. They have all kinds of webinars, courses, certificates, and you can look at, guides 0 to 100 million, 7 million in revenue without advertising dollars, and how they are doing their specific pieces, what industries, but you have a whole slew of all kinds of aspects of digital marketing that you can learn from them and see how it was applied in industry specific situations. So for this example, we're going to walk through Happy Hippo utilizing SEMRush, and as you can see, if you want to set up an account, you just go to SEMRush.com and you'll be able to set up a free account there. So Happy Hippo actually has several domains, which is one of the things that will complicate what we get today. But I also don't want to pick something that's easy because you're going to need to know how to troubleshoot what arises. When we go to SEMRush, there is a dashboard, and I never go for. They have pricing plans, but I never go for anything less than the middle or the top plan, because there are aspects of the tools that you can't get unless, like crawling websites. There's a website audit. So they start in the SEO section where you enter a keyword, where you enter a domain, and it gives you feedback on the company you want to look at. So when we go in here, you can see we go to a domain overview, and this gives you information specifically on how many backlinks the company has. Those are links coming from other sites. There are both referring domains, which means that they are links that are coming inbound but not necessarily outbound. And then there are links where bloggers would post, or you'd put something out on Pinterest and it links back to your domain. And those are also considered backlinks. So you can see how this has impacted traffic over time. And you can look at organic versus paid, which we see paid is just Google ads. So we can see she's not running any Google ads currently. We can see how she's increased keyword rankings over time for the URL and what types of things she is ranking for, in addition to where she is positioned organically. What I like out of this page are, I like to pick if I can find competitors, right? So here is an outlier competitor that has 1,300 a month in search traffic. That one is going to be a good competitor to run an analysis against. When I did this, because she has so few competitors, what I did is I went to Amazon. And if you don't have a tool on Amazon, the easiest way to determine if it is a true competitor is the number of reviews. Someone that has thousands of reviews is more likely to be, or it says Amazon's choice. Those are the two factors, right? If it says Amazon's choice, Amazon's preferred, any sort of highlights of that keyword, that is your green light, that it is the most sold product on Amazon. So if I was looking at nothing else, I would look for where is Amazon's choice on here. And when I got to Amazon's choice, that's the brand I would go look at their website to see if they are a good competitor. Now I can see 15,000 reviews, 13,000 reviews. Those seem like those are probably going to be the top ones to look at. And when I go to this, I see that it's an Amazon choice, right? Now that if someone is very good at Amazon, they could be a new player. They could have hundreds of reviews compared to thousands, and they could be doing the most amount of revenue, but they will have Amazon's choice badge. So that'll be the nuance there. So if I'm looking for this offline, I'm going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to go to their website, and I'm going to include this as one of our competitors for our competitive analysis, in addition to Happy Floss, right? Because I know that Happy Floss is currently ranking well against Happy Hippo. So the next thing that I can do outside of competitors, because it looks like we have a lot of small players that don't have a lot of traffic that she's ranked against, which doesn't help you find competitors, right? The other thing is you always want to check those competitors because some of them are irrelevant. So there could be someone in here that is a cannabis company or any slew of things, but you want to check that the competitors that you're looking at actually are selling what you think they're selling, right? That's why I went to Happy Floss's website, to make sure it's selling floss, dental floss, right? The next thing you can do is you can look at the organic keywords and who is ranked for the top position in organic keywords. And this takes you down to the organic research area. And when we get into the competition area, we're going to include these 3 different domains, right? So that we can do a competitive analysis. Now, in here, under the organic keywords, I am looking for the most amount of traffic that we could possibly get, which is going to be under the volume tab. So we're going to re-filter this. You can export it as an Excel if you have trouble in here, but you're going to re-filter this. And it's offering to create my first list, which I don't need to do today. But if you were working with a company from a long-term perspective, creating lists to segment by product would be a very good idea, right? So if I was looking at this, I would say, okay, I have toothbrushes, dental floss, toothpaste. I want to segment those lists for keywords, for competitors, because what you're going to see is the bamboo toothbrush company may not have any floss. They may not have, right? They only have picks, right? Or they there's just going to be nuances there. So toothpaste tablets is a keyword that she is currently ranked 49th on. And it has 5,400 potential searches. This is a great keyword that I want to keep. What I can do if I want to bookmark this, the way I do it, which you're totally welcome to change if you feel there's a better way. But I go to the SEO content template, and I open that up. It is under content marketing, and that is so that I can get a template of this specific keyword with the recommendations of how many words on the page do I need to beat every competitor, what are my top competitors doing as far as backlinks for that product. And this is where I had found a specific competitor that is selling charcoal floss as an example, and they are basically selling a monthly subscription, which is what she should be doing, right? Because she wants to be able to build on a long-term high volume customer base, which means if you look at her products have a low dollar value to start, right? Anything sub $50 is going to be a low product value, which means when you're running ads, you're going to struggle if it's competitive to make progress. You can see she has a $48 box, right? She has these subscription boxes, but you're gonna, unless we have longer term ones or bigger ones, like you're competing with a lot of people for dental products, right? So we need something that builds in margin so that you can essentially have more money to spend on ads. So going back to the content template, you export this as a Word doc, or you can order content writing. Sometimes it's great to get the content just written for you, and that all depends on the company's budget. With the advent of GPTChat, this is actually far easier than it used to be. You can see that I need a 55-character title. You can see that I need a 160-character meta description. I need H1s that have an H1 tag that has toothpaste tablets in the phrase. It gives you keywords: fluoride-free, whitening teeth, active ingredients. These are potential keywords that you can use to build out your content. And then it gives you the competitors by ranking, in addition to places you can acquire backlinks from. These are websites you can, for free, reach out to and ask them if you can write a blog for them that links back to your website. They get free content, you get notoriety as a business, and it's free, and you got all of these companies. All you got to do is put them in a BCC email with outreach saying, hey, I'm the founder and owner of Happy Hippo, right? I would love to write you a blog that links back, to my website, talking about this, right? If you are interested in that and trading and having a blog on my site that links back to you, please let me know. I'm happy to do that. You see that you need 820 words on the page she is ranked, right? This is the URL. She needs 824 words for this product by content. That means that she could spend minimal amounts, like hundreds of dollars, on backlinks, this free outreach, and be ranked in the next 60 to 90 days for that keyword. And we can calculate what the return is on that for her. So I'm from OuterBox. I use them as one of many strategies in my last company, because they have a very clear way of not just organic content, but also they're very good. The quality So we can see the price is through. So I would also recommend on this that we figure out some sort of upsell for her, right? Because it's just very low in the costs. And so even though we have a revenue impact sheet, it's not going to be as effective at a low price point, because you're going to get a fraction of people to click through to your, and then you're going to get a fraction of that to click through into your cart, and then you're going to get a fraction of that to click through and actually make a purchase. Understand that with all of those fractions, you really need a clear way to increase what the dollar value is, regardless of the search volume. Okay, so the volume is 5,400 searches per month. The average order value of her site, I think it was somewhere around $30 because we asked. But for this product, it's lower. It's at $3, right? So we really got to have, how do we get to $30 or $40 as a checkout process? And her current position is 49th. Keyword is toothpaste tablets, right? So that's the essential breakdown of taking the keywords, analyzing what the return is for the business, and saying, is this of value, right? And what is the value? It takes a click-through rate, percentage of the initial search traffic times a 2% conversion rate to actual completion of the cart, right? So 25% of people are going to click on that first link if she's ranked number one, and then 2.29%, which is a healthy conversion rate on what the business has as a conversion rate, would be the actual completion for checkout. Does that make sense to everyone? Does anyone have any questions before I continue? $49. So you don't show up if you're ranked past the top 100 for a keyword. You only show up 1 through 100. Once and I that keyword for a business, this is going to give her low-hanging keywords, right? These are the keywords she is very primed. She needs to add content to those pages. She needs to put in a video on social media that backlinks to that page. There are easy things she can do today or this week to get ranking for this keyword.
Yeah, Jeff, just to clarify, are you talking about
30 to
Google
90 days
rankings? Like you said, she's ranked 49.
31 conversions. Or potentially 31 conversions. If she has a 6% conversion rate, it's 3 times that, right? And you optimize the page once you get the traffic there, right? You can continue to optimize the page. But for them, on Google search. I want her to be number one. You can always be number one. Right, but right now, if I'm looking at her, there's competition toothpaste right now, right? That is green, right? Any of these are going to touch. It's probably.
So what would be a good ranking for them? Yeah. I mean, you say 49th is, I mean, is that on Google? Like Google search? Okay. And you want her to be in the top, what, 10 search? Okay. I mean, realistically though, if she couldn't be number one, what would be a good ranking? Like 1 through 20 or like on the first page? Because she has competition, right? Mhm. Mhm.
You also can see your value parts down. And about see the either yeah, you know, politically incorrect, but it's funnier than heck.
I know what episode you're talking about.
Yeah. We hear they got some internet out west. You know, totally out of the grapes of wrath. It was pretty good. All right. Let's try it again, Jeff. Thank you, sir.
Jeff, when you say 824 keywords, is that in the description? Like she needs to combine? I s- So to solve that, you need to beef up her description, or how would you add the 824 words to that?
For the Opus, what were you saying? So you could take the everything that you've gotten from Chat GPT and then upload it and it will, oh, yeah, that's really cool. For sorry, on this page where it says the keyword density percent and it has the colors, like keyword density, I'll sound silly for saying this, but that like that term is kind of, I don't have a definition for it. Um, okay, okay. That helps it understand. So that's just how many times is that actually used on your page? And okay.
So just one question that I have for you is because she also, so, I mean, this is really very much for a direct to consumer play, right? This is a B2C. Okay, because, well, that was because she does have, she has B2B as well. She has the stockists. And so how does this take and play into driving content to them? Mhm. Right, right. Yeah. Right. Because right. Sure. Right. But going back to, because Anne has got also, she's trying to build out, I mean, there's a B2B and a B2C, and she's trying to do both things on the same website. Right. Right. Hmm. Right. And then she's got errors everywhere. Right.